Well, to another type of investment now. Between Bill Maher's stake in the New York Mets, David Letterman's Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing, and Ryan Reynolds co-owning Wrexham AFC, the wealthiest are turning to owning sports teams. And according to the Financial Times, bids for Manchester United by the Qatari royal family and British industrialist Jim Ratcliffe weren't high enough for the current owners, the US's Glazer family. Well, today, Knighthead Capital Management LLC, through its affiliate Shelby Companies Limited, has completed its transaction to purchase Birmingham City Football Club, acquiring full ownership and control of St Andrew's Stadium and a 45% ownership of Birmingham City PLC. We're joined now by Knighthead Capital Management co-founder Thomas Wagner and our very own Ali Garfinkel to discuss this more. So a big welcome to you here and congratulations on this acquisition here. A lot of people wondering in terms of a football team as an asset in general and specifically why Birmingham City Football Club. Walk us through that.
Sure. Well, first, thank you for having me and the opportunity to speak about this exciting investment that we've made. You know, I think for us, it relies on a number of things. One, we often focus on situations that are in need of capital or a turnaround. And this particular situation represents an incredible opportunity to make an investment in a storied franchise in England's second city. And it's a city that has a tremendous amount going for it. Birmingham is a young, vibrant, diverse city that is really on the rise. And we saw this as a way to help transform the franchise so that it really delivers for all of its various stakeholders, certainly the fans, the local community, and our commercial partners. So there's just a huge opportunity here to make this a commercial success and really to deliver something for the fans that has been missing for a long, long time.
Hi, Tom, Ali here, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So in terms of control, 45.64% stake, I believe. What level of control does that mean that Knighthead has over Birmingham City FC?
Sure. The way that the transaction has been structured, we will assume full operational control over the team from today forward. So we'll be setting the strategic vision for the club, and ultimately we'll be the ones who are responsible for achieving the goals that we set. So I think it's fair to say that the buck stops with us from here forward. We know that we have a lot to do, but we're really, really excited about the opportunity. And as I said, it's just a tremendous situation where we can draw in the fans, the community, our commercial stakeholders to really make this a collaborative success.
And digging into that collaborative aspect of it, obviously football at heart, it's local, you know, at the end of the day. So for fans who are wondering what this means in terms of the sort of say they have and what happens with the club going forward, as well as the fan experience, what would you like to share with them?
Sure. I think that every element of the fan experience needs to be improved upon. It's not simply, you know, the performance on the pitch or where we stand in the table. It's everything that the fan experiences from the moment that they first set eyes on the stadium, and St Andrews is a very, very special place, until the moment when they leave at the end of the match. Every minute of that experience has to be first rate. That's what our fans deserve. So everything that goes into that experience will be reimagined and reinvested in a way that hasn't been done for a long time. So we're excited to begin unveiling some of what we've been working on. It's been a very short period of time between when we, entered into the transaction, and certainly from now when it closes until our first match just over 4 weeks from now. We've got a lot to do, but my teaser of a promise to the fans is that I think it will be largely an unrecognizable place from that first match forward, and we hope to only make things better as the season goes on, and then further investments as we have more time in subsequent seasons will only improve the experience.
You said something really interesting, Tom. You looked into this camera and you said the buck stopped with us from here on out, from this day. So what is kind of the current state of the club? What do you want to change?
Well, starting with where the state of the club is today, I would say we are very blessed with an incredibly energetic and loyal fan base. This is a group of people that have weathered a period that was perhaps quite frustrating. This is a large embedded fan base. This is a club that has a group of fans as large as some of the top teams in English football, and perhaps as anywhere else in the world. It's a large community in Birmingham and certainly in the Midlands generally. And so this support within the franchise and the community allows us a base of fans to really build upon. And what we need to do now is put our fans and our stakeholders first by creating a product that they can enjoy and feel proud to support. So what that means is bringing in, the best talent that we can within EFL guidelines and rules. It means investing in the stadium and the fan experience. It means investing in the women's team. It means investing in the training facilities in our academy. So when I say the buck stops here, ultimately we've got to make an investment and we have to do better in every element of the entire organization. We knew that going in. It was part of what made this attractive, was that there was so much opportunity, but we know there's a lot of work ahead.
And we know that this isn't your first foray into sports. You've teamed up with Tom Brady on pickleball as well. When you're assessing the sorts of sports assets that you want to go into, how are you picking them?
I think at the end of the day, and it's like any other investment, we're looking at relative opportunity, and we look for investments that have a lot of asymmetric risk, right? We're especially when we can play a role in the transformation or reimagination of a particular situation. So with pickleball, we saw something where there was an incredible amount of enthusiasm across the country. This was a sport that was certainly on the rise. And to have an opportunity to buy one of a limited number of franchises for the teams within Major League Pickleball was an incredible opportunity. And certainly to do it with somebody of Tom's stature and with his incredible level of success in one of the most difficult sports in the world made him a prime partner to think about, embarking upon the pickleball venture with.
Tom, one last question from me. It's not a secret that this is a difficult macroeconomic environment. Money is expensive, but here you are doing a huge deal. So what does the macro sort of mean for Birmingham City moving forward and for Knighthead at large?
I think sports investments can be largely immune to macroeconomic cycles. Fans, often turn to sport in periods of difficult times economically as something that is not overwhelmingly expensive and can provide them with a great deal of enjoyment. And their engagement with the team can come in many forms. It doesn't necessarily have to be on match day at the pitch. It can be, digitally. It can be through the purchase of products. So that connection, if we deliver a good product, can be one that really endures those economic cycles. And I think when we think about our investment in the club, we're thinking about it as more than simply, buying into a team or a collection of teams between the men's team, the women's team, or other teams in the academy. It's about making an investment into the community. And, as we think about this investment going forward, we're going to be looking for ways to build on that investment and really help continue the transformation of Birmingham into a very, very exciting place to work and live. We want to deeply embed ourselves and the investments that we make within that community for sure.
Now, as an Arsenal fan, it's bittersweet. I want to be able to root for Birmingham City Football Club for your sake, but it's tough. It's tough. But congratulations again on the acquisition.
You're wearing the right colors, so we appreciate that.
That's true.
So thank you.
A big thank you there to Knighthead Capital Management co-founder Thomas Wagner and our very own Ali Garfinkel. Thank you both.